Hi, I'm Joni.
And I'm Kit. We're the co-founders of Practically Perfect. And today we are starting off our new summer series about packing. And over the next few months, we're going to highlight a different packing tip and trick. And what are we focusing on this week, Joni?
Well, we are focusing on packing cubes, which are, I think, one of our favorite little products. We love them because, well, they organize your suitcase, and we like to organize basically anything that we can get our hands on. But what's great about them is they not only divide up the suitcase into different categories,
yes,
but also when you're packing for multiple people in the same bag, which is something that started happening to us when we grew our families, we realized how great it was to be able to divide different people's items within the bag.
Yes, but today we're going to focus on a single traveler packing into a suitcase for a week-long trip. The first step in packing, for me, of course, is a packing list.
Everything in Kit's life starts with a spreadsheet and a list.
That's almost true.
Yeah.
But yes, making a packing list, really just giving about 5 minutes of thought about what you're going to be doing on your trip, what you need to take, the weather, all those fun things. And then pulling everything out from the list and laying it out so you can see exactly what you have and make sure it's all going to work.
And I think in that moment, there's an opportunity to edit. I always find that I overpack, even when I think I'm packing super minimally.
Because let's be honest, I guess we all just wear the same thing over and over again on vacations.
And in life.
TMI.
It's funny because it's true.
So just to recap, make a plan,
Yep.
lay it all out, do an edit,
Yep.
and then get ready to pack.
That's right.
Let's do it.
Okay, so now it really is my favorite part because we get to fold. And we're going to talk about the difference between folding and rolling for a suitcase. There's no wrong answer.
No.
A lot of it has to do with personal preference and also the suitcase and the height and the dimensions of it. And as you can imagine, we're going to suggest that you do whatever feels most practical for you, but you'll have two options. These are the cubes.
Oh, I love them. And I love that we have colors.
Yes.
Well, so we have colors because, in full disclosure, these are the cubes that I use for my family, and I actually have a different color for each family member. But since we're packing for one person today, we decided to use a different color for different items of clothing. So we're going to put undergarments in one, tops in a second one, and bottoms in the blue one, because Joni was tickled by blue jeans being in the blue cube.
And these are the things that excite me. So we'll start by folding a t-shirt, very basic here. If you haven't watched our file folding tutorial series, that is a great one. It's the very first series that we put out here on YouTube, and there are some folding hacks and tricks there. But essentially, a basic, practically perfect fold here. We're going to marry the collar with the bottom hem here. And then we always like to find this shoulder line so that we can fold the sides in using that guideline. And then, voila. Here is a very basic file fold, right? And so within the packing cube, if you were going to do a stack of your t-shirts,
Yeah.
you could place these inside and stack them up. Looks like with this particular cube, you might even be able to squeeze in 2 stacks this way. Another solution would be to cut your fold in half one more time, and you could actually file fold these right into your file cube. It would then be called a file cube. Alternatively, you could roll, which is really a similar.
It's, the roll and the file cube
The file cube
are
method.
essentially the same thing. To roll it, when you're at this stage, you would just fold it from the bottom.
Yep, just roll it up.
And it makes a nice little package, and then you could just pop it in there.
Okay, so we'll
a little-
just follow the same steps here, right? I'm gonna get you to the point where you can roll. I feel like you want to roll, Kit.
Oh, I'm the roller.
You're on a roll.
with
you wanna
the
roll.
rolling.
Fantastic. Now, if wrinkling is a concern, and I feel like it is for a lot of people, I try to travel with items that don't wrinkle. I like to travel with my kind of comfortable casual wear, but every once in a while I'm traveling somewhere where there's a special occasion and I want to step it up a notch. And I know some people might travel a little bit more fashionably than I do. So I do want to show a hack that I love, which is to use tissue paper. And this is just like a very basic piece of white tissue paper. And essentially, if this was a blouse you were traveling with that you were concerned might wrinkle, a couple of options. One would be to roll it using the tissue paper. And I just say, when you have something that might wrinkle, let's avoid folding at every cost. So I would go for a roll. And as you're doing this, you're really layering in the tissue paper so that it touches the fabric as opposed to the fabric being on fabric. So this might be a good option if you could find sort of a safe little spot. And then hope for the best. And when you arrive, my best trick is just to hang it on a hanger and stick it on the shower door.
Well, then the other option,
Yeah.
aside from the roll, is you have a folding option as well.
Again, the less folding we do, the better. If it's a bigger suitcase, you can literally just put this right on the top. And if it's a smaller suitcase, you could maybe just go in half once in the sort of least egregious zone to
Yeah.
wrinkle, and then just place it on top of the suitcase. It's another option. And if you don't have tissue, plastic.
Like a plastic garbage bag or...
Yeah. Anything you could recycle,
cleaning
shopping
bags.
bag, anything sitting around the house that you could get sort of a sheet of plastic. Newer suitcases are coming with all of these cool inserts. So now I have something that actually protects my garments when I travel in my newer luggage, but my older luggage, this was sort of a tried and true method.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get packing and fill these cubes.
Okay. Okay, so we have folded and rolled, we've rolled all of the items into these packing cubes. And if you have questions about how we folded any of these items, we have done an entire series on folding, which you can pop back over and watch, and all of these items were included. The only thing that we didn't fold or roll is bras, and that's because, as we talk about in our bra storage video, we want to protect the structure of the cup. So I typically like to lay those on top of the sort of piles of socks and undies, just kind of fill up the cup a little bit with those items.
Pad your bras.
I like to pad my bras when I'm traveling. The other thing to note is essentially what we've done is that we've folded everything the way we would fold in a file fold, but in the final step, instead of cutting the item in half a final time, we've just taken it to a roll.
Right, well, you're getting that rectangle profile and then rolling from that point.
That's right.
So we hope you've learned a little something about packing cubes. We're going to have other tips and tricks for packing over the coming weeks.
We will show you how to create packing lists, pack personal items, and by the end of summer, we will pack a suitcase from start to finish.
Thank you for joining us. We hope you had fun along the way.
And just remember, if it's practical for you,
It's perfect for you. Clap your hands.
Okay. I don't know how newscasters do it. Like,
They're trained professionals, that's why.